Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the rookie second-rounder Drew Lock and Denver as they do battle with the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Patrick Mahomes now in his third season in the league, leading the Chiefs onto the field. And, boy, when the Chiefs traded starting quarterback Alex Smith before 2018, a lot of people were wondering how good Patrick Mahomes could be, and he showed the entire league how good he could be, racking up over 5,000 yards and tied for second most passing touchdowns in a season with 50 of them. And he was handed the MVP and Offensive Player of the Year awards. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the third option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping that Robinson can help fill that void. And Andy Reid has said that he and Mahomes are developing a great rapport, hoping to improve upon the 22 times they connected last season. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now this is Kelsey, a tight end carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Well, showcase cornerback Kareem Jackson has brought his talents from Houston to Denver, and the Broncos are really excited about using him all over their secondary. Primarily a corner for most of his career, the last couple of seasons he swung back to safety as well and has done a nice job in both spots.
Fight on these two. There's no way.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Drew Lock is bringing out the Denver Broncos. And Charles, Drew Lock coming off his first NFL start, really his first NFL action period, Week 13 against the Chargers. 2 touchdowns, 18 of 28. And afterwards, he talked about his college days. He said, man, in college, I was just excited to beat Arkansas and be 6-6 one year, and winning in the NFL dwarfed that.
I would think so. But it's funny how he goes to an experience that he had, which is what we all do in life, right? And his most recent one is college at Missouri, trying to build a program there and getting to 6-6, which meant going to a bowl game, which is a big deal in college football. Well, they're not going to the playoffs, but down the stretch, this Broncos team and organization will find out what they have in their second-round quarterback. I expect him to be the starter the rest of the way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run here with Lindsey. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53. We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball?
Now.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Anthony Hitchens, second in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Tyrann Mathieu's instincts as a defensive back, I believe, are second to none. And that allows him to play all over the secondary. He can line up as an outside corner, inside in the slot, and that's difficult to do because you get so much traffic in there. And then, of course, they can also move him back as a safety. Anywhere you put him, though, you know he's going to end up around the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What
it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City's offense coming back onto the field here, and the Chiefs now 8-4. They had the division battle this past weekend against Oakland. Beat them up pretty good, Charles, 40-9, and now it's looking for all the world that the division will belong to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 4th consecutive season as they sit at 8-4.
Despite the ups, despite the downs, Kansas City finding a way to take control of the division late. Remember when we were wondering about their run defense, would that cost them? Well, still not the best, but Patrick Mahomes is back and healthy, and the offense is clicking again. And they set a heck of a pace against Oakland, didn't they? They got out so far ahead and said, catch me if you can. And Andy Reid is their head coach. If he gets an extra week to prepare, what is he now, 18-3 in Kansas City following an open week? Excuse me, or 18-3 overall following an open week. Not bad when you have to game plan. And Andy Reid, he's pretty good at it.
Now, the next game coming up tough at New England. New England's going to be angry, but then home for Denver, at Chicago, and home for the Chargers to finish. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the draw, here's Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. Oh, fighting off the defender. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Well, Charles, the Denver Broncos now at 4-8. Their offense coming back onto the field here. And as we mentioned earlier, they got to 4-8 with that win with a last-second field goal. Controversial pass interference call that set it up, but they got the win nonetheless.
They did capitalize and break out the brooms. You know why, don't you?
Oh, yeah, their first season sweep for the Chargers since 2015, albeit in a 4-8 year. But you look back on this season, the 4-game losing streak to start it off, and this team was really never able to recover after that.
Yeah, and then they struggled at the quarterback position because Joe Flacco gets hurt. Brandon Allen comes in for a while. Now they're going with the rookie Drew Lock, their second-round pick, trying to find out if they have that quarterback for the future. And it's really difficult to run the ball because the offensive line was in flux. And now how about how they finish, right? Not an easy road trip, huh? At Houston, at Kansas City, and then they end up at home for their final two against the Lions and the Raiders.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. That's 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun on third down, Lock, and that will be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies...
On the ground, this is Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 44, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Lindsey. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8, read. 3, Mike. Come on, D.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lock. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Ready. 30 base.
53, yeah. You don't want none.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
53 is the line. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now here comes Kansas City. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. 180.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the kick by Butker is good. and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Locke now to throw, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke, he's got his 6'5 receiver, that's Tim Patrick. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Ready?
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
70, Indy.
Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Yellow. On the line. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. He'll field this at the 5.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Ready up.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Check 53. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Get it. Play.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Go, go, go.
Lock now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the counter, Lindsey. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke on the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? Where are they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mahomes to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Williams. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 41.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
Yellow, yellow. I'm going
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
It's running. It's running. It's running.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down now, it's McCoy trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A big spot now for the rookie Lock. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Lock now on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Locke gets this to Hamilton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Locke to throw for it on 4th. He completes this to Sutton. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Locke to throw. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Locke's trying to hurry him up with that clock running. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing...
And now the kick is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line for, and nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, here's McCoy. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing
out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.